days because I'm stuck inside a slave. Even been on my brain and never let me know if I was gonna turn into day because I'm stuck. Lately, you've been on my brain. You know if I was gonna turn into day because I'm stuck inside this lady. My brain, let me know if I was gonna turn because I'm stuck inside the. Lately, you've been on my brain. Know if I was gonna turn into days. Whew. Don't fall. Oh, they even gave you a blowhole. Is that Velcro? Velcro blowhole, that's interesting. Oh, nice. Attention to detail. It's nice. A whale with a blowhole. I like the texture on this one. Out of my shot. Well, welcome to the realm. Welcome to the realm of millennia. Be ye a man, a woman, a child, a spirit creature, or a demon. Be ye a native migrator, or maybe even if you're just an invader into the realm, welcome to the realm. For I am your host, the Millennium Mailman, here today, and I'll be world building for you long after you have already begun to acclimate and fit in. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and please do enjoy, as I will be world building for you. It is it is Tourism Tuesday, but I decided I'm going to do 3 videos today. So I'll do Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday. And no, I'm not changing my outfit. Right. So I'll start with Tourism Tuesday. Right. Tourism Tuesday, this is the day all about bringing in and being licensing that aspect and information about the realm of Millenia to especially include lore. Tuesday is really about the lore building here for the realm of Millenia that I have created in my novelty series. Right? I share with you nuggets of wisdom from the realm of Millenia and build lore context for you who may be enticed to read the book when I finally publish it. Okay. Right? And I hope, well, I can only hope that the lore content of the Tuesdays as they build up get as hype as, I don't, World of Warcraft or Warhammer 4000K, 40K Warhammer, right? I can only hope one day the lore of the realm is as big, bold, and awesome and well appreciated as much as either one of those. But hey, till then, it's still just Tuesday, right? And today's topic of choice for the world building here, I was thinking about making it an SCP integrated. I don't really feel like doing that right now. So instead, I'll be talking about, yes, the controversial religion. I'm going to be talking about religion, and I put it in other videos how I did my darndest, a lot of my darndest, in order to express how diverse the whole goal was oriented to be for the realm of Millenia, right? But as far as explaining religion and religious practice in the realm of Millenia, no one necessarily celebrates any particular gods or deities per se, right? They are aware and they're knowledgeable and everyone has one, but they don't worship and fellowship around their figures all the same way that one might consider to be normal here on Earth in the real world, right? They recognize there's the systematic entity that has been aptly named millennia, right? The Great Millennia System, right? But they don't put that in reverence as one might per se general gods. There's cults here and there, but when everyone says the Great Millennia System, they're not like, oh, Lord on high. They're doing it more so like His Honor, the presiding judge, the Great Millennia System. Put some respect on my name, right? Like, oh, the Great Millennia System. Oh, your honor, judge, blah blah blah, right? It's just like edifiers. So when you come to hear and read people in my novel talk about, hey, the Great Millennia System, you must respect the Great Millennia System. The system will shut you down, shut you off, if you know what I'm saying, right? If you disrespect it, it's not. They're not elevating it to the level of deity, no matter how it sounds, right? It's just a different type of respect and honor that is normal there, which is seen as abnormal here, right? You give the system of millennia its just dues and its just respect by acknowledging it exactly as such, the Great Millennia System. And because there are other subservient systems, right? Like the many children's, many blessed them system. You could have that's the first one that came to mind. You could have a subset of system like the attribute system, the cultivation system, just any system you want to base off of. The cheese system, the cheat system, the digging system, the treasure system, whatever system you so desire, it could possibly. Baby cry? Yes, baby cry. Give me 1 second. No baby cry. False alarm. Where was I? Right. Great Millennium System. It's just a kind of a title of respect. There are other systems in there, but like the Great Millennium System is like just the system above all systems, right? It's the namesake of the book series, and it'll stay that way for the grand reason that you just have to read into to figure out, right? What a whiner. That's definitely not a false alarm. Give me a second. Alright. No more cries. No more crying. Alright. But yes, that's just an honorific for the great system. Read into why the Millennia System is above all the others in the Realm-of-Millenia in the book. Right? But yes, it's just an honorific. But religions and religious stuff isn't really celebrated and honored and worshipped all the same, right? Because everyone's got their own different paths, and everyone understands and acknowledges that. So you don't worship every god the same, kind of like here on Earth, where everyone kind of believes in the same God, just that there are different truths about the God, which diverged into these various branches of what the official faith of the whole planet Earth should be, right? So there are a slew of gods and I guess idols that could be chosen to be believed in. And because there's like genuinely multiple gods that you could choose to put your faith into, the way you celebrate and worship and honor those different gods are different. And like here on Earth, where everyone recognizes you have to worship, you have to celebrate, and you have to do like the things, all the things in the name of or for your God. Every religion kind of does that, right? And that's all because I think some atheist or some scholar in particular had decided, yep, That's because you all believe in the same God. You just believe in that God differently, and you call it different names, right? And that's why the particular atheist or scholarly person said that. It's like, I see there's a common trend amongst all your religions, and that the particular differences per preference is a little different, but ultimately you're probably all believing in the same God. It's just like the different things that are different. Like the minutia is so small, but you treat it like it's so big and major that you do it. But the reason everyone acts similar and in regards to their deity is because the deity you believe in is quite genuinely the same one. You just get violent and aggressive to one another and about the religion because you're all just Cope 101. I don't know, right? But seeing how in the realm of millennia, where I'm trying to integrate all the religious ideas, ideologies, and theologies into the realm without minimizing anyone in particular, I just kind of separated them out into different gods, different idols directly, such that it'd be easier to identify, okay, what is the faith and belief of this guy? It's clear because this guy is doing these particular things in accordance to such and such faith and belief. Oh, what's the faith and belief of this guy? He believes in this God. That God demands you worship and you do this particular thing. So it's very clear cut through and through at all points of time, right? There are a few more ambiguous believers of their God, but that's because their God is ambiguous itself, right? So that is one particular thing about the religious faiths and practice in the realm of millennia. It's like the identification and identifiers of gods itself is pretty big and prevalent. So, yeah. And that is ultimately the core of that conversation as to why they're so different, right? Because in the real world, everyone has so many questions, especially when it comes to the atheists and the Scientologist communities, as to like, all religions are dangerous. All you religious zealots are crazy. All of it's stupid. All of you guys are the same, but at the same time, you're all dumb and stupid in different ways, is what the atheists and the Scientologists are effectively saying. No, Scientology is an entirely different faith. Excuse me. That's what all the atheists and the career-focused individuals outside of religious faith are getting into. That is their reasoning and rationale. It's like, nope, I don't have faith in any of you guys because you're all dangerous. I do believe in something, which disqualifies me from being an atheist, but at the same time, I agree with the atheists on this one. All of you guys are crazy. It just seems right. So, to that degree, I incorporated all the religious faiths as best as I could. Again, if it ever sounds like I'm discrediting your faith or might potentially get it wrong, by all means, put it down in the comment section down below. Go to the GoFundMe page, send 50 cents, send 1 penny if that's possible, and place a comment. I will take it a step further and believing what you have to say when you put your money where your mouth is, even if it's just 1 penny at a time, right? 1 penny at a time, I will believe you. If you take the extra steps to send an email to me at millenniamailman@gmail.com, go for it. I will take you at your word and heart because I don't want to get your religious faith and practice wrong. I want to get it right, but I want to incorporate it as best as I can while still getting it right. I want to be accurate and precise and not be just wrong about anyone's particular faith, right? Because I'm not disclosing mine. So, in there lies the big truth where I say the big truth, but it's a big truth. Where in there lies a really big factor conversation to be had about the way the different religions operate, right? Where I forget what web novel it was, but there was a rendition of the goddess of the moon in there, and the goddess of night, and the goddess of joy and happiness. Where those were like four different goddesses, all being depicted in the same web novel series, and they all had their different characteristics and their different types of faithful believers and heretics and fanatics for the faith. Heretics against it and fanatics for it, right? And in that was this particular idea that you can believe and imbue some sort of like power of faith in multiple deities at the same time, right? Where you have your party affiliation be to a particular person, like a particular goddess, but your acts and your beliefs and what you do can support more than just your goddess. Like the goddess of the night, the goddess of the moon. Like low key, if you celebrate the goddess of the moon, you could do things that both support the goddess of the sun and the goddess of the nighttime, because the moon is enwrapped in darkness, but at the same time, the moon is seen reflecting the light of the sun, right? The goddess of light, right? You can do a lot of things there because of like the circumstantial and the quite literal aspects, and I kind of like that concept. I didn't incorporate it the same way at all, but but particularly there was a lot to be addressed about the fact that I wanted it to be diverse and integrated much the same way that was. I didn't choose to integrate it the exact same way, but I wanted it to be as integrated to the story as kind of that depiction of, hey, there are gods, there are many, there might just be one, but there could be many. Like, I'll have a bunch of idols in here, and you have to sift through the haystack of idols to figure out which one is the real deity, if you right? So yes, that is a particular aspect of how religion is in the realm of millennia. Sorry for the interruptions in between, but yes, that'll be video number 1 for the day. Let's go and do another one.